Alright, so this is a portable roadblock for a vehicle because the state police and police of all kinds and tow truck drivers and stuff carry some risk at home on the road. Some people die from that. So let's just see if we can't do something a little bit about it. It's your decision. So we're going to take a look at a vehicle coming toward this movable roadblock. So the vehicle is, coming, it sees the roadblock. How can it miss it? Let's take a look at it from the road. You can see if the cans there represent a focused line. Just go ahead and drive on forward. You can see if we had a barrier that was reflective, we would see it easily. We had flashing lights and what have you a little better. That would be something else. So the end result is that it is a movable barrier. It's a identification for that you can use to move people over. The horn that you heard a little bit earlier is, you need a sensor on there that focuses out so that if somebody is coming too close, the horn will go off and alert them. Because on a highway they see a lot of lights, but a horn isn't so common, and that might just wake them up. So just go ahead and turn her off. Get out of this thing. No. Alright, we've more or less gone through it, but the deal is that it is a movable barrier, so that, there is, and this is not intended to be, structurally sound, but one of the facets of it is that we can use a camera to catch somebody who is driving so that we can see whether they're actually looking at us or not. And see a little bit more than just the idea that they are innocent or guilty. If we have a little puncture weapon here, if the car or the vehicle actually hits the cans, these are paint cans, it will puncture the can and the paint will get all over the vehicle that has gotten too close. So it identifies who it is. And if you have like a white one and a brown one, or a white one and a red one, whatever combination you use, you can further identify this vehicle to that particular impacting vehicle. So, as far as the actual method of transport, which is very important, we have a hinge here that can easily be made to actually go into the door seam, or you could put whatever kind of you like on the door if you have a two-door vehicle or whatever it is. This little handle would of course open it up to the place where you want it. It'll have a chain or a cable on it so that it stays where you put it. Actually, it will have a frame that will help you solidify it in the wind. And the end result of it is that this is now on the car. You're not going to be able to take it off of the car unless you just simply unhook it. And you can unhook it with just the right kind of hinges for it, but then people can steal it if they wanted to. But it just simply hooks up. And if you actually you want to put a breakable point here, so that comes around before this comes around, and that would be where the chain holds it in place. And to further help a little bit, a actual exploding airbag on there which would open up when it's out. An exploding airbag that would open up and provide a little cushioning if you're trapped in this thing, because somebody did in fact hit it. So that's the basic element here. It's not a complicated thing at all. It's not expensive. It's just a piece of tin or whatever you want to make it out of, and a very little limited hinge and very limited method of hanging it up. You can put something to hang it on here, or you can hang it from there, or wherever you want to hang it. And like I say, you can put lights on it, and of course reflectors on it to indicate direction and so on. And so I'll take the camera for a minute, and you tell me what you think.
Well, I think it'd be a good invention because, like you said, if you put the right amount of lights and it shows which way the traffic's going, it's always helpful to have another piece of equipment to let the traffic know you're there and let the traffic know which way to go. And it's as easy, you could take it on and off a truck if you wanted to, and it's lightweight. One person could do it in and out, and it'd be real good extra precaution to have out on the road to keep everybody a lot more safer.
Do you think it needs a horn or not?
I would say yes, it would need a horn because it would not only alert the drivers, it would also alert the crew working in front of them or wherever they are at, especially if it's dark out.
There you go. Okay, that should do it. All right.
There you go.
Okay. All right, so I forgot to mention that the doors are still entirely functionable. You can still open them up. This is a sliding door, which means that I'd have to have this hung properly, and I don't. But if it's on a hinge, it can open with the back door and leave your vehicle still in use as it is. It's just an extra little piece that you put out. So for that matter, if you have a four-door car, you could actually add something to the door that would actually extend out and do the same kind of thing.
So stand behind you?
Well, just
to the side of you?
Yeah. So we're looking here at the possibility of find the laser. At the possibility of using a laser of some type that's spread out enough to make it not harmful to the eyesight. And if you were shining it like that, if you shined if they did not get out of the way, that laser would wake them up, or it would wake the passenger up, and you would know if you're on the wrong side of this laser line, you're going to hit the vehicle. Move over. So you have to decide whether or not that's actually something that you want to do. There'll be people who say you ruined my eyesight, but you have to pick the right product to make that work. And like I say, you have to have the right sensor to turn on the sound and so on like that. And if you're on the highway, sound every 30 seconds or something, or every 10 seconds or whatever, just a little beep would warn someone. But if they got closer and they were in the wrong place, or could be in the wrong place, something that squealed really hard at them would wake them up. It's up to you. Okay. It occurs to me that since this is a policing issue, I should legally do something to give you the rights. So you can read this. It says that I legally give up all rights and claims to patentable anything with regard to the Mobile Barricade on the video. It's yours. Do with it as best you can. To add to that, respect your police and try to help them respect you. To gain that, you actually have to have a Bill of Rights between the people and the policing. They have a right to do this for their own safety. You can't pay somebody to die for you. It's not the job. And they can't do things to you that are unwise and unfriendly. Rules fail us all. Laws, however, make society what it is. If you have justice and fair play, you have justice and fair play as a society. If you don't, you get what was COVID in the United States, a complete takeover of life and democracy by the tyrants who want to be Hitler. if you learn to park your car with the rear end of the vehicle facing traffic out into the traffic a little bit, and the front end angled away from the parallel part of the road, to give the driver protection for getting in and out of the car, that will aid a little bit in protecting you. I will again remind the policing element that the best thing you can do for someone in some kind of trouble, medical issue, is to give them oxygen to breathe. There are little canisters meant for that you can buy at the hardware store with the right valve on it, which will let you give them the right amount of oxygen so they can breathe. That it helps the body relax. That helps the body, provide for what it needs in times of crisis, and it's almost impossible for it to provide some kind of problem. Those who are able will remove it when they can.